Aloha. Aloha. Welcome and welcome back to part 2 as we do our recon on the function of a romance. I can't say it enough. Thank you for surfing the wave with me, because I'm surfing the wave with you. When we last left off, or in the part 1, we covered the meaning of romance. And the meaning of romance led us to us talking about the Testament. And we were digging on what's a testament, right? What's a testament? We were talking about the way that things are italicized here. We spoke about how this is Moses over here, and then on this side is Aaron. And we dug on in the recon how romance led you to Roman, which led us to novel, right? Which ultimately led us to new. And as we continue to spiral, we start digging on Testament, right? Testament. And we're going to start talking about the Old Testament, right? Shalaki. We're going to talk about the Old Testament, but before we talk about the Old Testament, right, I want us to dig on 3, because Testament takes us to 3. So what's 3? 3, 2, and 1. Framer and shaper, and you. Right? I offer thee 3 things. 2 Samuel 24 and 12. Go and say unto David, thus saith Yahweh, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. Pretty interesting script to describe 3, the 2 and 1, right? When we pop things off, last drop, right, with Hosea 4 and 6. Now we're starting to see the fruits of that seed to kick off the recon. It is often used, like other adjectives, without the noun to which it refers. Abishai attained not the first 3, 2 Samuel 23 and 9. And after him, Eleazar, free Phineas. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, one of the 3 mighty men with Dawid, when they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle. Battle time. And the men of Israel were gone away. Proverbially, a smaller number. Proverbially, a smaller number. Away, thou 3-inch fool, I believe is obsolete. 3, a small number. But we're just talking about the 2 and the 1. We're only talking platonic solids. 3. 1 more than 2. The number which is 1 more than 2. A symbol representing this number. English. You got your what is that? The trio, feminine and neuter masculine. 3 from the proto-Germanic. 3 G's from Old Saxon, 3a. All right, Old Frisian, tree. All right, Middle Dutch, dre. Right, Old High German, dre. German dre. Right, now you can see the Druid. Right. Then you got the Old Norse of fear. Threer, Danish tree, tray, from nominative plural pi of tree, tray. 3, source Old Sanskrit, treus. Let's see, Avestan, 3, great trays, Latin tres, trees, tris, right, trees. Tree and tree, or 3. You can hear the tree in 3, right? First attested 1952, abbreviation of three-dimensional, 1878. 3-piece suit is recorded from 1909. Three Cheers for fill in the blank is recorded from 1751. 3 Martini Lunch is attested from 1972. 3 Ring Circus is recorded from 1898. Free Phineas. Wasn't that the year Phineas burned down P.T. Barnum? Caught fire? And his brothers and sisters died that year, and he was a lone survivor. 360, complete turnaround, is from 1927. All right, talk when you flipped. Originally among aviators, in reference to the number of degrees in a full circle. Right. Three Musketeers translates French les trois mousquetaires, right? Almost look like mosquitoes. Title of the 1844 novel by Alexander Dumas. Pierre. Okay. And you have these grouping of words, right? So, what's the third, right? Third, next in order after the second. An ordinal number, one being one of three equal parts, right? Ham, Shem, and Tefet, the three magi, into which a whole is regarded as divided. Okay? Late Old English. Metathesis, Threda, from Proto-Germanic Threja, source of also of Old Frisian, Threda, right? Blue, purple, red, white lemon, gold thread, right? Old Saxon, threadio. Okay, and then you're talking about some mid-low German, Drude, dirty. Then you have old High German, Dritto, almost sound like ditto. Then you got the regular German of Drit. And then you got Thried, right? Thirdier, something like that. Danish, you have treaty, almost, almost like treaty. And then you got the Swiss Treaty. Then you got the Gothic Thirdra, from the Pi root of TRI-TYO-. Source also Sanskrit of Tritius, Therit, and this is it Theritia. Greek is Tritos. Latin is Tertius, right? Source of Italian terzo, Spanish tercio, French tiers, right? Then you talk about Old Church Slavonic. Go back. You're talking about tiers, and that kind of reminds me. Who is it? Is it Hiram, King of Tears? But it's spelled Tyre. Old Slavonic, right? Old Irish tris, Welsh tri, suffix form root of tre, C3, right? Metathesis, there's that word again, right? A thread into third is attested from 950, or source of 950, from Northumbrian, compare right. But overall, now it's funny because, you have to, is it white or is it white? Is it right or is it right? You know what I'm saying? But overall, thread was prevalent up to 16th century. The noun meaning third part of anything is recorded from late 14th century. Third rail, in electric railway sense, is recorded from 1890. Third World War as a possibility is first recorded in 1947. Third rate of poor quality is from 1814, right? Ultimately, from classification of ships, right? I'm talking ships in 1640s. Third class in railway travel is from 1839. Third Reich is from 1930 as a partial translation of German Drittes Reich. 1923. Third party in law, insurance, etc. is from 1818. Right? And I want to dig on right? But before we dig on right, let's go back to old, right? Old. Let's get an understanding of old, and we'll dismount. Going back to right. Oh, I'm sorry. Old. Advanced far in years or life, having lived beyond the middle period, the Middle Ages. You know, did a black man discover the fountain of youth? Didn't the oppressor dip in the water, 5 times and turn back to the age of 32? Or rather, towards the end of life, or towards the end of the ordinary term of living, applied to animals or plants as an old man, old age, an old camel or horse, an old tree. This adjective is placed after the noun that designates the time lived. Abraham was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Genesis 12:4. Having been long made or used, decayed by time as an old garment or an old house. Being of long continuance, begun long ago as an old acquaintance. Having been long made, not new or fresh, as old wine, right? And we dug on new and fresh just in the last drop, right? Being of former years' growth, not of the last crop, right? As old wheat, old hay. Ancient. Who's the ancient of days? Ancient. When we dig on the recon, you got the ancient time period, right? That existed in former ages as the old inhabitants of Britain or the old Romans. Who are the old Romans? Because we're just talking Romani, Swan Knights. Of any duration whatsoever, any duration, whatever, as a year old, 7 years old, how old art thou? Subsisting before something else. He built a new house on the site of the old one. The old law is what? Repealed by the new. Hijack 101. All right, long practice. He is grown old in vice. He is an old offender. Okay? Talking about that thought of mine, that's what that is. That has been long cultivated as old land, an old farm, opposed to new land and land lately cleared and cultivated. What's the real new world and what's the real old world? You know what I'm saying? More than enough. great. More than enough. Great. Do you have more than enough? If a man were porter of Hell Gate, he should have old turning the key. And there's that key reference again, right? In vulgar language, crafty, cunning, right? Of old, long ago, from ancient times, as in days of old. We apply old chiefly to things subject to decay. Whenever we say the old sun or an old mountain. Old. England, old, West Saxon, Kentish, antique, of ancient origin, belonging to, belonging to antiquity, primeval. Now, real quick, I'll probably, maybe we'll do that next drop or something. I don't know, but primeval. The real breakdown is prime, Eve, L, the primary water, primary mem sauce, long in existence or use, near the end of the normal span of life, elder, mature, experience, from Proto-Germanic, office, grown up, adult. Source also Old Frisian, Old Gothic. You got the Othis. I can't pronounce that. Dutch Old, right? German Alt, right? So when you talk about the alt right, you're talking about the old right. Originally a past participle stem of a verb meaning grow, nourish. Compare Goth Alan to grow up. Alan, Lady Hannah was an Alan. Old Norse, Allah, to nourish. From the pride, all, or L, right? Second, to grow. To nourish. The original Old English vowel is preserved in Scots old, as in an older man. The original comparative and superlative, elder, eldest, are retained in the particular uses. The pi root of sin, see senior or senior, right? Adjective. A few Indo-European languages distinguish words for old versus young, for words old versus new, and some have separate words for aged persons, right? As opposed to old things. Latin senex, right, was used of aged living things, mostly persons, while vitas, literally having many years, was used of inanimate things. Greek gereos or kareos, right, was used mostly of humans, and paleos was used mostly of things, of persons only, in the derogatory sense. Greek, so when they will call something old and use the word for an object instead of a person, it was considered derogatory. Let's see here. Greek also had archaeos, right? Literally belonging to the beginning. And this is where we were digging on Archon, when we were digging on the Exelarch drop, which parallels French ancient or ancient, used mostly in reference to things former times. Old English also had fern, ancient, which is related to Old English fjord. You know what I'm saying? Now that's that. Well, that sounds like a Bial Peor, right? Far distant, see far. Compare Gothic, Farnese, Old Norse, foreign, old, of former times, Old High German, Ferny, old, experience. Now you can see where you get you can see the word fern or fir, thinking, talking about trees, meaning of specified age, 3 days old. It's from late Old English. Sense of pertaining to or characteristics of earlier or earliest of two or more stages of development or periods of time is from late Old English, as intensive, great, high, mid 15th century. Now only following another adjective, gay old time, and old Charlie Brown, as a noun, those who are old, 12th century. Of old times is from late 14th century. Old age, period of life, of advanced years is from early 14th century. Old Testament is attested from mid 14th century, right? In late Old English, it was Old Law. So in late Old English, right, it wasn't even called Old Testament. And I can see, we can see why now when we were digging on the drop. It was called Old Law. Old lady, meaning wife or mother, is attested from 1775, right? But compare Old English, right? Old half dig. I know this is where you get the word wife. I know that part. And that HLAF, this part, I know that's where you get wife from in that language. The queen, dowager, or dowager, one that receiving the dowry. Old man, man who lived long, is slang for commanding officer, right? Commanding officer. Old boy is a familiar form of addressing, is by 1600. Old days, former times, is from late Old English. Good old days, former times, conceived as better than the present. Sometimes ironic, is 1670s. Old light, adjective in religion, favoring the old faith or principles, is by 1819. Right? Okay. Now, you got two different pies here. You got this pie, which gets you to senior, right? And then we got this pie, which takes you to L. So let's dig on senior real quick, right? Senior. Late 13th century, from late Latin, senior, older, comparative, senex, right? We got that. Old from the prior root, star, sin. Now, how come they didn't give us the link before? You notice that? Original use in English was as an addition to a personal name indicating father, right? Father. When father and son had the same name, meaning higher in rank, longer in service. First recorded 1510s. Latin word yielded titles of respect in many languages, such as French sire, Spanish señor, Portuguese senhor, Italian signor, compare hair, right? Senior citizen, first recorded in 1938, American English. Senior, mid-14th century, person of authority, late 14th century. Person older than another, from senior, the adjective. Sense of fourth year student is from 1741. From earlier general sense of advanced student, 1610. Alright? Alright, so let's dig on the pie. So when we're talking sin, in this vibration, we're talking O, right? This is where you get the Senate, right? Seniles, senor, senora, right? Senorita, seniority. We get Shannon. You also get sir and surly. Okay. Sanskrit sana, meaning old, right? Look, Hannah, right? Hannah. Old virgin, Hanada. Old age, lapse of time. Hen, old. Greek enos, old, right? Talking about old age, old man. Okay, got it. So let's look at the L. Beyond. Right? This is where you got adultery, right? Alias, alibi, alien, right? Ulterior, parallel timelines in here, history, right? That's alien, right? But we were looking for the L in the second, meaning to grow, to nourish, abolish, adolescent, adult, alderman, right? Ailment, alimony, alma, right? Alma mater. I'm talking about that high tone, right? The altitude. You know what I'm saying? Talking about old. And we're talking about what? World. A whole new world. Alright. World. So you have to grow, to nourish. And then you have old. Okay. Talking about a testament. Right? Testament meaning 3. So when you're talking about the old 3, right? The old nourishment, the old 3. You're talking about that Shem, Ham, and Japhet. You know? And you're talking about that old 3, you're talking about Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. You're talking about that old 3, you're talking about Cain, Abel, and Seth. That's that old 3. When you're talking about that old 3, you're talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I mean, you can do the old 3 all day long in the Old Testament, right? In the Old Testament, right? Shalaki. Talking about the Old Testament. Remember, that law is born out of the testes, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't talking about that picto paleo. All right. So let's get to the dismount. Because we were talking about 3, right? And the 3, which one was it? I think it was this one. Uh-oh. Water good. At least it was good. There we go. 3, talking about that. 3, talking about that 2 and 1. Right? Okay. That 1 more than 2. Got that. But we're talking about the 3rd. Computer must be getting hot. Bet the over here is running hot. Look, must be running hot. All right, let's get this done for the dismount. Shalaki. Alright, so talking about 3rd, right? We're talking about 3rd. Next in order, after the 2nd, the ordinal number, right? Being 1 of 3 equal parts. We covered that, right? We're talking about different breakdowns. So let's look at it. Is it right or is it right? Right? Talking about the writer, right? The worsta or worta or worker, variant of earlier worta, right? Maker. From what? The word con, to work. See, work. Now, usually in combinations, like wheelwright and playwright, or as a surname. Common West Germanic word, cognate, Old Saxon, right? Warhito, Old Frisian, Rita, Old High German, Werto, metathesis, there's that word again, of R and a vowel in words from Old English is also seen in thresh, 3rd, 30, bird, wrought, and nostril, right? Nostril. Now, you do your homework, you go dig on nostril. He only has smoke coming out of his nostril, and fire coming out of his mouth. And a nostril is like your nose there is in the shape of a tree trunk, right? Or your crystal trees, what they call mountains. But we're gonna dig on though, actually, is the work, right? We want to dig on work for the dismount, right? That work, that we orc, right? That work, that work, right? Remember, I told you we're talking about the she. We're talking about the Olmec, something done, discrete act performed by someone. We're talking that action, okay? Voluntary or required, we're talking about that action. Proceeding, we're talking about that business. That which is made or manufactured, products of labor, all right? Also, physical labor, toil, right? Skilled trade, right? Craft or occupation. Opportunity of expending labor in some useful or what? Remunerative way, meaning payment. Also, military fortification. Also meaning what? Dragons on the wall. They built the wall, right? Protection. With a breath of security. From Proto-Germanic worka, meaning work. Okay. Source also of Old Saxon, Old Frisian, Dutch, work, Old Norse, werk, Middle Dutch, work, right? There's that arc, remember? Okay, Old High German, wora, German work, right? Gothic, gaworki, from the Pi root wergo, suffix form of word. To what? To do. Meaning, physical labor or physical effort, exertion is from 12th century, meaning scholarly labor or its products is from also the same time period, meaning artistic labor, or its productions is from also 1200s. Okay, 3 different types. Meaning labor as a measurable commodity is from 1300s. You know, commodities like orange juice and pork bellies, where you get your bacon, right? Stuff like that. Stock market. Meaning embroidery, stitchery, needlepoint is from late 14th century, right? Work of art, attested from 1774 as artistic creation. Earlier, 1728, artifice, right? Production of humans. What? Artifice, production of humans, as opposed to nature. We're talking about creations. Work ethic is recorded from 1959. To be out of work, unemployed, is from 1590s. To make clean work of is from 1300s, right? To make short work of is from 164 years later. Proverbial expression, many hands make light work, is from, again, there's that time period again, right? To have one's work cut out, right, is from 1610. To have it prepared and prescribed, hence, to have all one can handle. Work in progress is from 1930 in general sense. Earlier as a specific term in accountancy and parliamentary procedures, right? Work is less boring than amusing oneself, okay? Work and play are words used to describe the same thing under different conditions. Work and play are used to describe the same thing under different conditions. Mark Twain. You sound like Mr. Twain here, got the drop. Work, verb. A fusion of Old English word con. See the sense of work, okay? And G work, prepare, perform, do, make, construct, make, construct, produce, strive after, from Proto-Germanic, right? The work Janan, and there is your anon or anion, right? In Old English, word con, Merkian, to operate, to what? function. Body bag, Daniel. Body bag for the illusion. The function of your romance is about that work. The work. Con. Right? Talking about that. Con. Sense of perform physical labor was in Old English. Has the sense of ply one's trade and exert creative power. Right? Be a what? Creator. Transitive sense. Manipulate physical substances into a desired state or form was in Old English, meaning have the expected or desired effect. It's from late 14th century. In Middle English, also perform sexually, mid 13th century. Okay. Now we're talking about to work in, and insert, right? Introduce or intermix, okay? As one material with another is from 1670s. Hence, the figurative sense cause to enter or penetrate with repeated efforts. Okay, that can be. First of all, it's crazy if you get the same result expecting a different result, right? A little bit crazy, you know what I'm saying? But you can also see the colonization. Let me put it that way.